Gaetz. Congressman Matt Gaetz. So for those of you who don't remember, he's the guy who brought up the vote to oust Kevin McCarthy as Speaker. Then they wound up going through a bunch of other people. Then they ended up with Mike Johnson, who's been really worthless. But Matt Gaetz has been kind of embroiled for the last several years in a scandal where he allegedly paid a 17-year-old girl, flew her out of the country to have sex with her. Now, the two other guys that were involved in this are doing prison time. His two buddies that were part of this. They all got tagged for this. He hasn't been, mostly because he's in Congress. And they typically don't do that because you don't have a Fifth Amendment right when you're a representative. Which is a little complicated, it's not really important. But that's the thing, is he's sort of gotten away with it. Well, you think that's creepy. More stuff has just arrived about Matt Gaetz. Beyond this sex trafficking of a minor, apparently, new docs reveal horrific extent of Matt Gaetz's creepy sex scandal. Not just this one, there's others. Because I guarantee you, kids, just from an ex-cop perspective, for things like pedophilia and stuff like that, if they've done it once, they've done it a bunch. Nobody does it one time. It's not a hit or quit kind of crime.
Okay.
So according to new court filings, Representative Matt Gaetz attended a sex party with a 17-year-old girl. So that's his thing. High school girls. The court filing contains sealed affidavits from 3 eyewitnesses' testimonies that a party was held at a Florida home of lobbyist Chris Dorwith. Chris Dorwith, who's doing prison time right now for the other scandal with Gaetz, who is also a friend of Gaetz. Notice reported Friday. The filings were part of a civil lawsuit brought by Dorwith in 2023. Dorwith ultimately dropped the lawsuit, but Dorwith's attorney filed the documents in federal court to try to recoup legal fees. One of the witnesses said in a sworn affidavit that the teenager, who was a junior in high school at the time, was naked, people attending the party engaged in sexual activities, and partygoers consumed alcohol, cocaine, ecstasy, and marijuana. So, quite a party.
Oh, geez.
Testimony from the witness and 2 other women, one of whom was Gaetz's then-girlfriend, all placed the congressman at the party. A digital forensic examiner also confirmed activity from Gaetz's cell phone at Dorwith's house. So he was there. We have witnesses and his phone. This is the first time that sworn testimony has been referenced in public court filings alleging that the congressman attended one of the long-rumored parties tied to an alleged underage sex scandal. Previous details regarding Gaetz's involvement, such as reported Venmo transactions of Gaetz allegedly paying his friend Joel Greenberg to arrange sex with young women, have not been made public. Greenberg was convicted of several charges, including fraud and sex trafficking in 2021, and is currently serving an 11-year prison sentence. Gaetz is currently facing a Health Ethics Committee investigation into alleged activities, and a woman has already come forward alleging that he paid her for sex. A previous Justice Department investigation resulted in Gaetz escaping federal charges, although Greenberg was convicted after a plea deal. So, him paying high school girls for sex is a thing. We have witnesses, people know about it. This is ongoing. And people in Congress have said, yeah, he showed us pictures, naked pictures of women he slept with. He talks about doing cocaine and erectile dysfunction medication so he can go all night long, shit like that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And part of Kevin McCarthy's whole claim was the reason Gaetz ousted him is because he asked Kevin McCarthy to quash the ethics investigation, and McCarthy said no. So he's staying in. He has to stay in Congress because if he leaves, he's probably going to get indicted and looking at least a decade in prison for statutory rape. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what's going on with Matt Gaetz. I just wanted to cover that story real quick because that was. I mean, we all knew he was a scumbag, but still, that was pretty bad. So.